How do we tears? His time is different from mine. You see what I'm saying? So I know tears gonna get into his book.
What's good? Golson and SG, what's good? Another Friday. Dang, that's something I spoke. Oh, God damn. I should have did this beforehand. This is crazy. I didn't think it was going to be that hard to find, but I should forget. This is crazy work here. Y'all bear with me while I'm looking for this bullshit real quick. Like everybody talking about it, but I can't hear the motherfucking song, bro. Damn. Anyways, while I'm getting this shit together, how y'all feeling this morning, man? Well, it ain't morning where majority of y'all live, probably. Anyways, this afternoon for y'all. If you're on the West Coast, it's still morning. There we go. This shit's some garbage. I ain't even heard it yet, and I know it's garbage. Chris Paul been got waived by the Raptors, I thought. What's good, Allie and DeMarcus? I don't see anything wrong with Sexy Red Paradox 2 Michael Jackson song Beat It. Eat It video was actually hilarious by Sexy Red. I'm gonna say this. I ain't heard it yet. I just heard on Shade Room that they was talking about it, right? They said that she did, and I heard maybe like the back end of it, like very little. So I was like, I'm gonna listen to it live. Y'all gonna hear my first reaction to it. I'm sure it's trash. Because first off, no disrespect, but this is just my humble opinion. I think she's trash, period. I know it might be some Sexy Red fans that be like, oh, don't come for Sexy Red. I ain't coming for her. I already don't came. I think her music is absolutely trash. She's done, her lyrics is trash. They put her out there because they want to have a bad representation of our black women. That's the whole point of Sexy Red becoming famous. And that's just the truth. Folks can get mad, say what they want. I'm just putting it out there, giving my opinion on it. But yeah, so I actually found the video, at least so I think I did. It's on Shade Room. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna take a listen together. It is trash, and I know it had so crazy pieces too, but this is hey, we about to listen to it real quick though. Give me a second, y'all. I was like, man, come on, Sexy Red. But see, at the same time, I will give her this. Sexy Red and her publicist or whoever it is told her to do this. This is genius because you go and do something from a legendary icon, as in Michael Jackson, and whether it's good or it's bad, it's gonna get a spark. Like if your career is starting to go down the wrong way, the lower trajectory of her career, what's the way to get it back running? What's the way to get it some new spark to it? You make a cover song from somebody who's legendary, whether it's bad or good, doesn't matter. You put it out there, your name is big enough that people are gonna be like, hey, Sexy Red, damn that shit trash. Why the fuck she do this? Why she disrespect Michael Jackson's name? They gonna do that. Like I'm about to do. Probably more than likely. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it, right? But or let's say she did an exceptionally good job. Same, it's the same thing. It's like they say, all publicity is good publicity. So if she did a really good job, I'm like, damn, Sexy Red killed that shit. The point is, you're using Michael Jackson's name and likeness basically to boost your career. Anyway, let's go ahead and listen to this bullshit. As soon as I find it, hold up, where the fuck you go? That's crazy work. All right. So let's see what we got, Sexy Red. Let's see what you got over here. Hey, I gotta pause this because I don't want them to hit me with copyright, bro. I mean, they probably shouldn't, but I just gotta make sure. This is crazy. What the fuck are we doing, Sexy Red? Come on, man. Wait, look at the dance, bro. This is ratchet shit 101, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? This is crazy. And then the craziest part, it is people that's celebrating it. Ain't no wrong with it. They're trying, bro. They look at us as a community as a fucking joke, people. You don't see no other ethnic group doing shit like this, and it is for a reason, people. This is not cute. This is not sexy. This is bullshit. Is it funny? Yeah. But they're laughing at you, Sexy Red. I'm pretty sure she doesn't care. But I'm just saying. Like, but this is crazy. We really just. Oh, geez, this is insane, bro. Let's look at these comments, y'all. I know these comments have got to be crazy. So, Ghost Kid, the producer, said the song is not out for purchase. The only time you need clearance is when you are using someone else's work to make a profit. Oh, okay. I guess this is people, maybe a couple of people was coming out saying that, perhaps, Michael Jackson's estate could possibly sue Sexy Red for this. But yeah, like he said, it's not out for purchase and stuff like that. It's just like me, if I was to decide to make a song off something of Michael Jackson or anyone that's, well known. And I'm just, playing it on my Instagram that doesn't put out grounds to sue. It's when you basically trying to make profit out of it. Somebody says she was having fun in the studio. Y'all are such crybabies. Jeez. Of course. That's what I expect for those people. I actually did a version of Beat It called Eat It, but it was talking about overeating, nothing sexually charged. The state won't go against the integrity of MJ's legacy. Y'all know damn well that shit wasn't clear. Be for real. I get Sexy was just playing around in the studio, but the MJ disrespect been a little too much lately. No one should ever touch their catalog. Let all his songs be one of one. Okay, so it don't look like too many people feeling this shit. Like I said, I'm not, heated about it, but at the same time, I'm just saying it's just ratchet bullshit for the most part. Sexy Red Eat It video is no different than on Living Color Michael Jackson Black and White Paradise. It's all comedy. I mean, I guess you can say it's that, but you know that they're comedians. And like I said, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, I just wish as a community we could start being looked upon, especially, I mean, like we already got a bad rep for our women of being over, and then they always talking about being over sexualized, and then at the same breath, y'all want to take up for people doing shit like this. They're over sexualizing everything they do. You go outside, everything revealing. Your music over sexualized. Y'all blasting it to listening to it, thinking it's great and all this shit, saying nothing wrong with it. And then when somebody actually look at you with lust in their eyes, you thinking, "Oh, why you doing that to me?" And you're igniting it. Not saying that they're right for doing it, but like, bro, the likelihood of you having that done to you is significantly higher when you're vibrating on that lower wave of vibration, bro. It just worked like that. Sexy red publicity will jump out because of this song. I mean, I agree with that. I already said that. For sure, it's cloud chasing. Yep. I believe she's playing around as well. Like I told y'all before I even heard it, this was my first time looking at it. I wanted to make sure I got my first live reaction of this. Never seen it. Check my Instagram. All right, hold up. But yeah, I just got the announcement that Chris Paul basically announced his retirement. Good career. Unfortunately, he didn't get a ring. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this a what the fuck? This shit you just said, man. This is crazy as hell. They about to make it. Don't tell me they about to make a trend out of this shit. This is insane. This is legit insane, bro. Yeah, for me, bro, I'm just not of a fan of anybody. And this is not just a sexy red thing. I'm not a fan of anybody that keep on over sexualizing yourself all the time. Yeah, it's just not something I'll listen to. I can kind of entertain if you do it here and there. If if it got a nice beat to it, your lyrics is cool and stuff like that. I can somewhat entertain it that way. But like not if you every single song is something like that. It's something ratchet. You talking about how good your pussy is, how this nigga did this, how you played this nigga. Like, bro, that shit get old and it's getting tiresome. I really wish we'll get that shit out of our community. I ain't gonna lie, she might. I'll get sexy red this. You might can have a career in trying to do some kind of maybe she should try to do some kind of comedy film or some shit. Shit. Look like she is slick comedy. I know man, she'll probably never see this video, but hey, go for it. Try to go do some comedy. You just never know. Sometimes you just discover shit that you just never knew you had in your bag. You probably never thought about it. Then all of a sudden, boom, there go a new career. And I much rather see her doing that, you know what I'm saying, than to be making that music over sexualizing herself like that. in a weird way, she's promoting her movie. I mean, Michael Jackson's movie. I mean, I don't think nobody's seen that as a. I mean, I guess since it put Michael Jackson's name out there more, and people might do some more searches and then stumble across the movie. So I guess I can see how that works out. Hmm. Oh shit! Ain't that a bitch? Sure, sexualization has been around, but it was never. I would say probably outside of the older days, if you're a believer of the Bible, when the Jezebel bullshit was going on, and the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, it was never to this degree. Hmm. When does the Michael Jackson movie come out? I forgot about that. Crime 101 with Halle Berry dropped today at theaters. You be on that shit more than me and that shit. I work in that shit. I don't be paying attention to that shit. April 23rd. All right. Yeah, I remember they did a lot of shooting days for that Michael Jackson movie. Anyways, though, let's go. I'm going on to the next one. I stumbled across a video where there was this woman. I didn't watch the whole thing of this video. I just seen somewhat of it. Am I going to watch that movie? I probably will. I probably will go ahead and go to the theaters and watch that. But yeah, I saw this video of this woman. The entitlement of this shit is insane. And I don't understand. I just really want us to stop doing this. Leaving good men. That the worst part is when you admit that it is a good man that you left, but you just may have found something small in their character that you didn't like. So you thought that was ground to leave. Then I also seen this other video. It's this woman. She actually did the same thing, and she ended up finding her. Actually, she wasn't married though. She was with the other guy. The first guy was her boyfriend, and she looked at him. She just said something was missing or something like that. So she broke up with him, and then later on, she found her husband. She actually got married. Now that's a good story, but me personally, I don't think that's something that you should share. And she over there, they had Lori Harvey all in the, on the headlines and stuff like that talking about don't settle for less. That's bullshit. Because the likelihood of every woman being able to do that is slim. If that works out for you, cool, but that is not the norm. You setting these women up for failure. I promise you are. Because majority of them that's asking that has a very high asking price don't qualify for what they're asking for. They don't want to put in nothing good for the man that they desire. So you start getting these mediocre ones thinking that they can qualify for the greatest of men, like the top tier ones. Like us as men, we're not as delusional when it comes to the dating market. Like currently constructed right now, you know what I'm saying? I do all right. I think I'm cool and stuff like that. But I understand that, I can't just be reaching for straight 9s and 10s and think, oh, that's all I deserve. I ain't made it that point in my life yet. You feel me? So I'm not gonna just be crazy. Honestly, I probably wouldn't want to deal with them like that anyway. But that's another story. But anyways, let me go ahead and share this video. Who knows? She might say something later in this video, that changed my mind on it. But let's go ahead and see what she got for me. All right, girl, let's see what you got for me. Hold up.
The man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He steps in.
How you do that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
He's
Incredible.
complacent.
Okay.
In a year, when the job.
You know it's bad when Kendra G can't agree with you. That's the craziest part about this. You know it is bad when Kendra G is like, what the fuck are you talking about? And this is the bullshit that, like, bro, this is normal. That's the craziest part. This shit is normal. She over there saying, like, she tried to say he was complacent. But he's paying all of the bills. You ain't working. All you gotta do is take care of the kids, I guess. And she said he had no ambition. Then, right after that, in another breath said, he makes a lot of money, but I want more. The fuck is wrong with you?
Market is cooked. When the housing market is cooked. When people are walking away from their children. You got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you. And he is taking care of your kids. And you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Are you cool?
Unfortunately, for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work, waking up every day and showing up for my children, showing up for my home. Like, that's just as ambitious. You know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression. Your girl is telling you you need to do more, and then you don't feel like you're good enough, but she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have and how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby. Take a moment. Read, I think it's 1 Timothy 5:8. Because what it talks about is a man who neglects his home is the same as a man who denies his faith. This man is taking care of his home. There is faith and grace in that. He is being provisional. He's still leading. So we have to acknowledge that, because if not, you're gonna lose that. Like that's a gem, baby.
I make my own money. I make
Okay.
more than him.
Ooh.
Right?
And you said he pays all the bills?
Yeah.
And you
Even worse. What the fuck? This is crazy, bro. This is the thing. This is what we are cooked, bro. We are cooked. And this is another thing, bro. I don't give a damn who it is, bro. This is why most of the time for me, bro, I refuse to date a woman that makes significant amount of more money than me. This is why. Because you can be working your ass off, but let's just say whatever it is that you're doing, she feel like it's not enough because she makes more than you. And like I always say, women are terrible creatures when they think they're better than you at something. Terrible. This is why that a majority of them make terrible leaders. If they make more money than you, they become very terrible creatures. You're telling me you're mad saying this guy's complacent and he don't have enough ambition, but he's paying all the bills and you make more than him. So basically, he's putting you in a position where you don't have to pay for anything. I'm not sure if I think she said they got kids in the beginning, I believe. But so basically, he's putting you in a position where all that money that you're making, you can put it in your pocket. We all know how it works. Your money for the men, your money is our money. My money is my money. We know that's how it works. So she makes more. Let's just say this brother's making. She said he makes good money. So let's just say this brother's making $100,000 a year. She's making $150,000. So majority of your check, you putting it all towards whatever it is that you want to do. He's still being a full man because he's still taking care of business, taking care of everything. Most men can't even afford to do that in today's economy, to be able to cover the full thing, bills, and the entire family. Most men can't do it. They need help from their woman. And you have that. And he's still finding a way to cover the whole thing while you working and pocketing your money. And you're just up here in public complaining about it. Incredible. Incredible.
You mentioned that you make more money than him, and I want you to know that was not done by mistake. That was a systemic thing that was put into place so that the Black woman can be elevated to start looking at their men like they're not doing enough. It is very intentional, the fact that you make more money, and even though your man is showing up for you, you start looking at him for like, why can't you do more?
The fact that this man is covering the bills, even though he knows you make more, let me tell you what he's doing.
I just said that. Keep in mind, like I said, I haven't seen this video yet. I just said that. And I'm pretty sure he's probably going to mirror close to what I just said in full. Because it's insane. The fact that he's still covering everything and he knows you make more than him. He's not even telling you, hey, baby, can you pitch in on this and stuff like that? So he can have a little bit more money in his pocket to maybe do some of the stuff he might want to do. Or maybe do a little more for you. Let's say he want to do something nice for you or something like that. But he can't quite afford it because he's covering all the bills and he ain't got enough left to do it. He ain't asking you, can you pitch in? He's still carrying that whole load on his own. That's crazy.
He's willing to maybe put things on pause so that you can elevate. Think about it. What you make becomes
crazy,
almost just yours.
Just yours.
What you choose to do, you have the freedom to pivot and pivot and pivot. Try this, go to school, because this man is saying, I'm going to sacrifice and take care of the foundational things so that you can have a choice whether or not you want to work or not. And so when you say that man lacked ambition, I just think it's ambition in a direction you can't recognize.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to the Black community up on it. Shout out to the whole panel that was up here. You know, they all cooked, brothers and sisters. And that's exactly what she needs to hear. I don't know if she's going to actually take heed to it. Judging by her demeanor and what the stuff that she was saying, she probably won't. But they're absolutely right. That's a man that really fucking love you, that's willing to do that. Like, that's really sad, bro. That's what we be dealing with today. Hey, that nigga chose wrong. I don't know, my boy. I don't know. All right. You said, would I do a Lifetime movie? Yeah, I do a Lifetime movie. Shout out to DeMarcus for the super chat. He said, if you were married, would you still be a YouTube creator? This is why I asked you a while back if you would do sex scenes if you were married. Well, whoever my wife is gonna have to deal with this shit. Straight up. You gonna have to deal with that shit. If I decide that that's what I'm doing, baby, this paying the bills. Shit. They want to see some shit. If I gotta show my little cheeks and stuff and on camera, hey, I ain't gonna do no same sex scenes. But yeah, same with a woman, yeah, I might do it. It all depends. Honestly, I don't know if I'll say I'll be a fan of it, but it's possible. Not sure. But YouTube creation for me, it's a variety of different things. I mean, obviously, there's YouTubers make a good amount of money once you get all the way up there in the ladder. Like you got millionaire YouTubers. But I probably would because I like to be able to, influence the community in a positive way on, from my lens. And YouTube is a platform that helps you do that. So, I mean, I probably would. If I start tapping into other business and stuff, could it possibly slow down a bit? Probably. But for the most part, yeah, I probably still would. But where does the money come from if he doesn't have ambition? Right. Actually, I actually like Kendra G. To me, she is more entertaining than Tasha K. She wanted to go viral in 15 seconds of fame. I done watched a few clips of Kendra G, and I must say, although she does lean more towards the women, which is fine, nobody's mad at her for that. I have seen a few videos because I don't watch a whole lot of her. But just sometimes, dabbling through the YouTube streets, you stumble across some of her videos. And some of the videos, she was absolutely holding women accountable. Like in this case, when women are being absolutely unreasonable and delusional, she'll call them out about it. So I will give Kendra that. Shout out to Kendra for not being one of those super pro liberal feminists that just lie to women acting like they can do no wrong. So he paid the bills and she just be that's pretty much what it's looking like to Leah. He paid the bills and she used her money that she made that's more than what he makes to do her shopping and go talk shit with her friends and stuff like that. And probably talk shit with her friends about, man, yeah, that nigga ain't doing shit, man. That nigga need to do better. But they love to do this. You said who is influenced by a female influencer? What's good, Jeremiah? I am Optimus Prime, and this message is to my creators. Leave planet Earth alone, because I'm coming for you. All right, I'm glad, nigga. I guarantee she definitely has a more than likely she does, my brother. More than likely she does. But if it was the other way around, she wouldn't want to sign a prenup. Very hurting damage is psychological abuse in so many ways. This generation love to piggyback off of ignorance. Somebody said I scammed them out of $50. Damn, when I do that? I love influencing the culture and people on Facebook. Yeah, it's a great thing, especially when you're doing it in the right way. Yeah, but yeah, this is sad, people. Absolutely sad. Because like I said, this is normal. That's the worst part about it. She's not she's not an outlier. Like she's not just a person that this is a rare occasion of things that doesn't typically happen. This is some shit that happens all the time. You have women with this mindset because it has fooled them and put them in a sense of entitlement. They believe this nigga made another account because I know this ain't nobody else that's responding to him and said, "Hey, Captain Prime, you are the GOAT." This is crazy. Oh, okay, I got you. And I could definitely believe that, Demarcus, because more when I was kind of looking at it, it did seem as if she didn't even believe the bullshit she was saying. Perhaps, she was because I will say this with some of these shows, talk shows, some of the people that come up and ask the questions are actors. I know this because I was almost. I had an audition to be on Steve Harvey's show doing something like this. Basically, to say, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Steve Harvey's his talk show he used to have, where he used to say something about Ask Steve or something like that. I forgot exactly what the segment was called. But anyways, though, yeah, they'll give you the question, and then you ask it, and then Steve will basically, you know, dissect it on what his opinion on whatever it is, what would he advise. So this could be very well one of those situations. This not real, and I would hope to think that it's not. But unfortunately, like I said, you do have women out here that think like her, so it could be realistic. But unfortunately, I think they're doing this possibly to influence more women to think this is okay. And I mean, like I said, I think the panel did a good job of respectfully telling her why what she's doing is kind of crazy. And hopefully, let's say it is real. Hopefully, she goes home and reevaluates things and go and kiss her husband on and stuff like that and give my butt nigga some head. But like, I appreciate you for putting up with my bullshit and still taking care of all the bills while allowing me to save up and do what I do. Because I promise you, that is a rarity. You're not gonna find a lot of men that makes less than you that's gonna allow you to just sit at home and not pay a single bill. You're not gonna find it. It's not common. Happy Mardi Gras 2026, by the way, from a Louisianian. I hope you have a great day and weekend. Hey, shout out to you too, man. I like Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with my New Orleans people. Been to Mardi Gras a couple of times. Yeah, you probably can't see all the comments, Jeremiah, because oh yeah, SG. Now that I think about it, I was gonna tell you, I couldn't find. I didn't. I don't feel like digging through the comments and stuff like that to do it. But if you can right now, you can go ahead and upgrade Jeremiah if you want to. But anyways, you probably can't see the comment section because um sorry, I'm running on two different channels. So some of the comments are probably coming from my reaction play reactions page channel. So that's another thing. If you guys aren't subscribed to the reaction page channel, subscribe to the reactions page because eventually, once I get enough subscribers over there, I will solely put it on that channel. Did I know LeBron lead the lead in transition points? Yeah, I'm aware, and it's not impressive to me either. I keep telling people, y'all gotta stop overrating this nigga. He only leads in transition points because he doesn't play any defense. He rests on defense. When he see the shot goes up, he's already getting ready to take off so he can get a fast break point. That's how basically he's able to keep his points up. If you remember, early in the season, he was struggling really bad. Now he's starting to put up 20-some points per game. That's because he cherry picks on defense. Don't play defense, take off. Hey, they miss, or if they mad, it don't matter. Hey, throw me the ball. I'm down court. Layup. Down. But anyways, last segment of the day. Have I ever had crawfish before? Yes, I've had crawfish. Can't say I'm a big fan of it, but I have had it. Last segment of the day, people. We got good old Democrats. This comes from a video that I also stumbled across on the gram. And I think this brother was absolutely cooking. Because he told the truth. This is exactly how I feel about it. And this is why I say what I say all the time. It's not so much that I resonate and praise the Republican side. It's not that at all. The problem I have is that us as a community ride the Democratic Party's nuts way too hard for people that don't do shit for us. That's my issue I have with them. If we voted for them so much every single year since the 60s, we've been voting for these motherfuckers. Giving them high praise, doing all this bullshit for them, doing their dirty work, actually believing that they give a damn about us. Insanity, right? Basically. And yet they don't give us shit for it every single election. Every single election, it's the same shit. So it makes me pose the question, does the Democratic Party owe the blacks? And in my opinion, this is a clear cut, no question about it, yes. They absolutely owe us. But this is the thing. They're never going to give it to us. Why? Because you guys never, and I'm saying you guys because I don't vote for them. You guys do not give them a reason to want to do something for you. They know they're going to get your vote anyway. So why make you do? So why do something for you? Each and every time you got a certain select amount of blacks asking them, "Hey, what are you going to do for us?" They tell you they can't do nothing specifically for you, or they're not going to do something specifically for you. And we act like they ain't said nothing wrong. Oh, okay. Well, they only said this because of that. You make excuses for them every freaking time. And they keep doing what they're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the brother what he had to say. And like I said, I think the brother was absolutely cooking.
Sometimes I get asked, why do you criticize Democrats more than you criticize Republicans? Is it because you love the Republicans and hate the Democrats? No, I didn't vote for either party. The reason I criticize the Democrats more than the Republicans is because you have to understand the concept called quid pro quo. Quid pro quo means something for something. That means that if you give somebody something, they're supposed to give you something back. If you give them nothing, then they don't owe you nearly as much. So when somebody says, well, the Democrats didn't do anything, but what did the Republicans do? My question is, well, did we give the Republicans 80%, 90% of the black vote? Have we supported them?
Exactly. Because I've heard this same thing that he's talking about more than once myself. They'll tell me, because like I said, I tell them all the time, I'm not a Donald Trump supporter at all. But at the same time, I can't stand the fucking Democrats because we actually give them our vote every fucking 4 years and they don't do shit for us. And like he just said, y'all can make it. Let's say you make a case and say, well, neither do the Republicans. Okay, fair. Let's say the Republicans don't either. But why should the Republicans? You guys vote for Democrat every fucking year. Why the fuck would they do something specifically to help you when they know you're going to give your votes to the damn Democrats? It doesn't make sense for them to help you. Think about that. And this is the crazy part. You keep on riding with the ones that keep lying to you saying they're not racist because they absolutely are. The Democrats are just as racist as the damn Republicans. So y'all need to stop trying to make it seem like it's just a one-sided thing. It's not. And then they get your vote. They go and help every other community but you. Because Joe Biden told you, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. And Obama and Kamala Harris told you that they can't do nothing to help the blacks. But they made sure they did something to protect the Asians. They made sure they did something to protect the Jews. And Donald Trump made sure he did something in here. He's passing laws and stuff to protect the whites. So they don't make y'all question that shit. They can protect all the other parties and stuff. They can, ethnic groups and stuff like that. They find a way to move mountains to help them. But when it comes to us, every single time, they're not able to do it. It tells me, and that's one thing that I'll give Solo credit for when she said, it is absolutely the truth. It seems like the Democrats be weak as hell when they get in office. Because when the Republicans get in office, them motherfuckers get shit done. If they want this done, they find a way to get it done. Democrats, we couldn't get this done because the Republicans kept blocking it. This nigga Biden had he had the White House and he had the Senate. And he said he couldn't get shit done. It's a lie, bro. They don't want to. And they keep fooling you, playing in your fucking face every single fucking election. And you guys keep voting for them. This has been going on for nearly 70 years now. Almost 3. Shit, my bad. Almost 2/3 of a goddamn century. We've been voting for them motherfuckers like that every single time. And we act like we don't see it, bro. We got to stop doing this shit. I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it. I am not advocating for you to vote for the Republicans, but I am advocating for you guys to look the other direction at other things. If you end up resonating with the Republican Party and you decide you want to vote for them, hey, that's your prerogative. But there's other political parties out there. And we keep saying that, they're not big enough, it's not gonna matter. Well, maybe if the whole blacks, let's say we can get at least 50% of the blacks to shift over to one of the independent parties. The maybe the party that Cornel West had. We all know black people, we're the most influential people on the planet. So if all of us to start advocating, so let's start voting for them. I promise you, people, we're going to be able to influence some of the other ethnic groups to do the same. I promise you that. And then here's another key, very key factor to all of this. Pay attention, people. No other ethnic group is loyal to one party, like strictly loyal to one party. We're the only people that do this shit. We're going to vote Democrat no matter what. Them motherfuckers can get caught red-handed saying, oh, I can't stand these niggers. They do this and they do this, but they so dumb, we're gonna get them to vote for us anyways. We can catch them motherfuckers red-handed saying that. And they're going to spin out some kind of bullshit. They're going to give us a token black or somebody that y'all like to say, oh, that's not what he said. Oh, this is not everybody. Oh, he didn't mean it like that. Oh, this was misconstrued. They're going to come up with something. And y'all going to lay down and believe the bullshit. Because that's what we do. Absolutely. Stand on the Democrat plantation. That's exactly what the fuck it is. A plantation that don't give you nothing for it. You ain't got no incentive. Oh, they give us Obamacare. Obamacare was for everybody, people. Let's just say Obamacare is a good thing. Because some people will argue that it's not. But let's just say that it is. That's for everybody. That's not something that specifically happened to us. Anyway, let me let this brother finish cooking, man.
In every election since the civil rights movement, do we make sure that Republicans get into office the same way we make sure Democrats get into office? The answer is no. So why would you think that a party that you gave nothing to is supposed to give you the same as a party that you gave your whole political life to, all your political power to? That's like somebody going to work 40 hours a week, and then when you ask your boss for the paycheck, he says, well, what about the company down the street? They didn't give you nothing either. That's not the same thing. You're going to say, hey, but I work for you. I did the labor for you. I invested in you. So people got to understand, look, the day I will criticize the Republicans more than the Democrats will be when the Republicans are getting 90% of the black vote. Then they will be in my crosshairs. And really, what you got to understand, too, is that when we spend all our time complaining about the Republicans and say nothing about the party that we put in office, we're pretty much giving cover to the people that are using us and oppressing us. So, no, I don't think that it should be the same. You don't go to the people who owe you nothing and expect to receive the same that you get from people who owe you something. People who don't get that need to go study quid pro quo. Go read a copy of Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. He explains it very clearly. And unfortunately, our people don't know that. That's why we'll sit there and give everything to somebody who gives us nothing. And then they say, well, what did they give you? They didn't give you nothing either. Well, they don't owe us as much as you do because we gave you everything. That's my 2 cents. If you want to know my solution, it's wealth. I have a PhD in finance. I teach wealth to 10,000 people every morning for free. Put the word money in the comments if you're on Instagram, and I'll invite you to class. I'll see that's the best I know how to do. But I don't trust none of these leaders in Washington because they don't give a damn about the black community. Never have, never will. Kids still dying in the street. People still suffering. I ain't got time for that. Peace.
Facts. Neither party gives a fuck about your black ass, people. Neither fucking party. So why are you loyal to one of them? If you're going to be loyal to one, make them give you something. The Republicans don't owe you shit because you don't give them a vote anyway. But here's the crazy thing. Like I already told y'all, both sides are racist. Like the brother just said, neither one care about you. So that's why Donald Trump was saying when he was running, blacks, what do you have to lose? That's why he said that. Because he's like, bruh, you're getting mistreated anyways under the Democratic Party. So why are you so afraid that you might get mistreated under me? What he was saying is it maybe if you start looking at Democrats and give us a chance, and first and foremost, let me put this out here. I don't think Donald Trump is a real Democrat. I mean Republican anyway. Donald Trump is the Donald Trump party, to be honest with you. But he ran as a Republican. I'll say that. But anyways, though, the Republicans could be saying, we haven't gotten the opportunity really to try to turn it around for you guys. Keep in mind, Dr. King, one of our most iconic leaders, was a Republican, people. He was not a Democrat. Malcolm X warned us about these Democrats. Yet we all vote for them and voting for them religiously. Shout out to Detroit King. Let's see what y'all been saying in the comment section. I know I kind of went on a rant real quick. My issue is the system not for us, but we still give them energy, good or bad. Absolutely right. Absolutely 100% correct. The system owes us reparations. I mean, they do, but hey, the Democrats damn sure ain't gonna give it to you. I promise you that. They're gonna keep finessing you, making you believe they will, but they ain't giving you that shit. You say you hate to say this, but our next president will be Democratic. I actually question whether or not we're gonna have another president in general. That's another story. Can't keep looking at it from side views and think you know something. Got to look at it from a clear perspective from above so you can see all angles. Yeah. President's Day is coming up after Valentine's Day. I never know what day the damn President's Day land on. Probably because I don't give two shits. People can't handle the harsh truth and always fall for the okie doke or rumors. Absolutely. Somebody said, fuck Obama again. Ignorance is bliss. We started the Republican Party. Do your homework, G. Facts. I know that. I didn't. This segment wasn't on there, but I've spoken on that. Me and Taj have done a segment on that before. The Democrats offer you free stuff and create generational dependency and welfare. Planned Parenthood was about killing black babies. Bill Gates was on their board of directors. Yeah. I've been telling folks, Planned Parenthood is the new form of if you are a religious person or you're biblical. I told folks that the Messiah, the Christ, is going to come out of the black community. They know this. If you remember back in the biblical days, during the time of Moses, during the time of Christ, they were killing the babies, the boys, because they were trying to get rid of the Savior. They understood this. They're doing the same thing now. It's just done differently. It's done through abortion now. Look at how many abortions we've killed, how many babies we've killed through abortion within the past 10 years. Millions of babies. Millions of black babies were unable to come into this world due to abortion. So now they're not directly just grabbing the babies and, slaughtering them. I mean, the Epstein files might be going against that, what I just said a little bit. They still doing that too. But they're not publicly doing it. They're sneaking and doing it. But yeah, you know, they're doing it to abortions too. Anything they can do to prevent the rise of the next Messiah, people. That's what they're doing. I pay $1,200 a month for Obamacare. My sister pays $2,200. Ain't for everyone. We pay for the people that don't. That's crazy. Damn. That shit expensive as fuck, my boy. People are afraid of change and to diversify because they are afraid of losing something. I hope I'm wrong, and this might scare some folks, but don't shock if somehow Orange Man gets a third term, if that's even possible. It wouldn't shock me. I'm not gonna even lie to you, bro. It wouldn't shock me. And I mean, one way that this can be done is if the country goes to a war. But with truth, when did we have time to pay attention when we been trying to make it? Somewhere wait somewhere woke then too, but didn't have time to care for change, trying to get ahead. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Um, and that's their plan to put us in so much stress to the point that we wouldn't be able to focus on what really matters, what's important. Yeah, they absolutely do that. That's why they put so much in our face. They make it hard for you to live. They want to distract you with unnecessary entertainment, anything to keep you from looking in the right direction. So yeah, it's absolutely hard, but I still won't give no excuse for the people that's voting Democrat because at this point, enough people have put it out there, put the information out there for you to hear it, and at least reevaluate your life and notice like, damn, we have been doing this shit for a very long time, and nothing has changed. You cannot tell me you can see a drastic change from the '60s to now in the black community in a positive way. Now I can argue that you know it went. You seen big change in a negative way because we've been absolutely going downhill. But you can't say in a positive way we've been seeing a great change. It's not. It has not been happening. Maybe a few small wins here and there, but as a whole, as a community, no. The Epstein parties are in season 2 of Cross. That's very interesting, man. Hey, Demarcus, correct me if I'm wrong, but Cross is once a week, right? You said Donald Trump too old to run for a third term. Anyways, I'm about to get ready to wrap this thing up pretty soon because I have an audition I have to shoot people, and I got to prepare for it. So we're gonna go ahead and get our last little comments and things and that nature in. DeMarc, I'm still waiting on you to let me know if Cross is once a week. Probably is. I might just start on it today too. Would you be surprised if Mike Pence run against J.D. Vance in the Republican Party? I mean, wouldn't be surprised, no. What you auditioning for, or you keeping it on the hush? It's not nothing major, so I mean, I don't really mind sharing it. It's a series. It's like a new pilot season series. It's not nothing known because we're, for those of you guys that's not familiar, currently actors, we are in what we call the pilot season. So basically, the pilot season is when a bunch of pilots are being introduced to, the world. A lot of brand new shows are being shot, and they're looking for a ton of different new actors to potentially, be the face or play some kind of significant role in their new show as they try to pitch it out to the world to see if, it'll be a success and possibly become a big show. So that's pretty much. Would I do a Tubi movie? Yeah, I do one. I used to kind of be like super against it, but at this point, yeah. Todd supposed to came later today, but I mean he ended up oversleeping, so he kind of missed it. I think he was coming over still. He said he was at least, but I mean it's 11 o'clock now, so yeah. I'm about to end it because, like I said, um I have to prepare for this audition. Hmm. Anyways, though, yeah. Oh yeah, Snowfall. So my acting coach sent me a list of pilots that's currently getting ready to come through this casting, and Snowfall was one of them. People, I'm gonna say that. So Snowfall is in the running. Also, Forever was on that list. Shit, hold up. But yeah, no, the Root and Boys movie. Now, I mean, I didn't find out about that until late. Honestly, I mean, it's not that easy to just stumble across every casting that come through there. Like, you don't be aware of all of them. That's why being connected is very important in this business. Because a lot of the times it's based on who you know, if you even get an opportunity to possibly be in something like that. But anyways, though, yeah, like I said, people, I got to prepare for it. I will be doing 2 more lives later on today, and I'm gonna catch you guys later on today. But until then, I got to go ahead and hop up off here.